Hello everyone and welcome to another Sims 4 speed build. Today's speed build is going to be in the new world of Brightchester that comes along with the new Discover University pack, which I was really excited about. And let me tell you that these dorms are just sad. So I'm at Foxbury Institute right now working on Tidal Towers, which is one of the two dorm penthouse lots that they have for the Foxbury Institute, and I'm renovating this one. I went along with the concept of like keep the build as true to the original build as it can be, but improving it. So this is kind of like the fancy dorms, like upperclassmen might live here, or I don't know, this dorm just has more things that your sim will actually need without your sim having to pay for it upon move-in. So there's mini fridges in some of the rooms already and things like that. It's not completely bone bare like the dorms were originally. I was going to try and make some single room dorms originally, and then I scrapped that idea because I was like, you know what? Everyone gets a roommate. We're going for the full-blown dorm experience here. Everyone gets a roommate. I did actually add an entire second floor to this lot that was not originally here. I practically made a built-in commons because you have to travel to even use a research machine or get a hot plate of food or anything like that, and it's honestly annoying. I don't want to wait in between loading screens. Let's be real. So I decided to build an upstairs sort of commons area. So the living space is on the first floor, and then the second floor is the commons area. And I know you're probably like, why didn't you do it the other way around? But truth be heard, all the living spaces were downstairs already, and I was like, it's just easier to renovate these and create a top floor commons room. Because I figured that actually might be cooler. Like, the top floor is like where everyone can come hang out. So you get like the views of Foxbury from the top floor, and then like all the dorms are underneath that. That was kind of my logic behind it, is that it's supposed to give you the illusion that like it's a whole building full of students and you guys have the penthouse dorms. So figure one more floor up, there's the commons. Right now I'm working on the actual dorm room areas in the build. I tried to keep all the furniture pretty much the same type, but just use different colors of those same furniture types, except for the desks and the dressers, which you'll notice are all the same color in every room. They're just decorated differently, but the actual furniture itself, I tried to keep it as uniform as possible because, again, we are in we're in university provided housing right now, so anything that's like furniture, I thought should be as uniform as possible because your Sims are not bringing that and taking it with them. That stays there. Moving on to editing the outer portions of this lot, there was literally nothing outside at all, so I went ahead and added some chairs, some places to sit, 2 easels, a chess table. Upon further thought, I should have probably added more than 1 chess table, but you know what? It is what it is. Back to the inside now. I did not change the original living room too much. To be honest, I really didn't. I maybe added a few decorative pieces here and there, moved things around a little bit. What is different is the stairs are in there, and that is where the second floor came to fruition, so to speak. When I originally put in the second floor, I was like, I had a commons idea in mind, but I had no idea how I was going to execute it. I really didn't. So now I'm just messing around with the windows and outside areas, exteriors, because I am very picky when it comes to my exteriors. I like things to be pretty uniform for the most part, and I did want to keep a lot of Foxbury colors in there, so that's why I put the red trims in and kept it very modern looking, modernish windows. I also, upon further thought, should have lowered the wall heights on the first floor to at least medium and not tall. I kind of left them the way they were, and upon further thought, I should have lowered them a little bit, but again, it is what it is. I still think it looks good in the end. I also didn't add a handrail, like a stair handrail to the stairs. Didn't add one. I was going to, and I didn't. But you know what? In the end, whatever. Again, It is what it is. I feel like I'm saying that a lot, but truly, this build was kind of a lot for me. It was a little overwhelming, I'm not gonna lie, because I really had this vision in my head, and sometimes when that happens, and I have a vision in my head, I overlook like these small, silly details, like, you know, bins and trash cans and apparently staircase railings. You know, things you might want, especially with a tall wall height. It's like you really don't have a staircase railing with a tall wall height, but nope. So moving on to the actual upstairs area. You saw I already put in the cafeteria area. I was just trying to get a general layout going, like figure out how I was going to lay all this out, which was difficult. I definitely changed the layout of things quite a few times. I did put in this gym area. I really like the gym area. I think it was definitely lacking in the original dorms. There was nothing for your Sims to do to really exercise besides riding their bike around campus and playing with a soccer ball. So I was like, no, we need like some treadmills, some exercise machines. Again, this is supposed to be like the fancier dorms where everything you need is right there. Moving on, this whole area that I'm working on right now in this desk area, I really struggled with this area. I really didn't want to create a separate room. I wanted to leave it open with no wall, but in the end I put a wall and I put an archway because it just did not look right any other way. It really didn't. Sometimes you just have to go with what the Sims is telling you to do, and the Sims was telling me that it did not look right. And I was like, I didn't like this. I don't know what I was doing here with these couches. It was a struggle. I was definitely struggling with the layout of everything. That's for sure. Let me know what you guys think. What is your most favorite part about The Sims 4 University so far, if you have it? Let me know. I'm eager to know. Also, let me know if you like this build. It definitely helps keep my motivation up. Leave a like, leave a comment down below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. This is my one-time plug in the video. Moving back on to the actual build commentary though, I extended the room. This is like the study room. So in this room, there's literally just some robotics tables and a bunch of computer stations, both research stations and like regular computers. So even if your Sim doesn't want to buy a laptop, they can always come up here and use the computers. What's awesome is that this is obviously here 24/7. It's a part of the dorms. It's not like the Commons where, actually the Commons does not close either. I don't know what I was thinking, but in real life, a Commons area would close at a specific time unless it's in your actual dorm. So one thing I noticed though when I was playtesting this is that the cafeteria seemed like it made me pay for food, and I know that when you go to the Commons in The Sims, the food is free. So I don't know what that's about. I'm not sure, you know, if it's because on a dorm, on a university housing lot, it's not free, you gotta pay for it. I guess that's conveniences. That's what you get for having the convenience of a cafeteria in your dorm, is you gotta pay for that food. So moving on to the party room, as I called it, I really wanted a place where Sims could relax and do something totally not schoolwork related. You know, I wanted like a party room. Let's be real, a party room where they could play juice pong with their friends and dance, listen to music. So that's what this room is. It's literally centered around this pong table, a juice keg, and there's some seating, and that's it, and the stereos. And your Sims can have a party in there and dance and do keg stands. It's great. The upstairs was pretty much done except for some finishing touches decoration wise, which is pretty much what I'm working on right now. It's really just going back in and deep diving into each little area and getting all the decorations that I wanted. I also have to finish the first floor. Clearly, that escaped my mind. I totally forgot that I did the second floor and then came back and finished furnishing the first floor. So right now I'm just finishing furnishing up those dorm rooms. Again, I keep most of the furniture, if not all of the furniture in the dorm rooms, the same type of furniture. Different colorations, same type of furniture though. This room specifically though, with the 3 beds, I had it in mind that this was like a girls' room, like a set of 3 girls lived here, or just a set of 3 individuals who like more feminine things in their room here. Doesn't necessarily have to be female Sims. You catch my drift. It was just a more feminine inspired room. You get the point. Anyhow, moving on. There are 9 beds in this dorm room. There might even be 10, but there are enough beds that this entire dorm room will have max amount of Sims with including your NPC Sims. So if you move in here with 8 Sims, I'm not sure if you'll have just 2 NPC Sims or how that will work. I have not gotten that far. I just started the game with like 1 Sim. I think I have 2 Sims in Brightchester and 1 Sim in Foxbury. So yeah. Now this room I definitely spent the most attention to detail in. I wanted like 1 or 2 rooms that were a little bit more bare, so like it looked like someone had just moved in, and then I wanted some rooms to look like they were lived in. Like these Sims have been here like a semester or 2 and they have all their stuff laid out. So again, I'm just working on general decorations at this point. I'm really happy with how the upstairs came out though. That area has definitely been where my Sim spends the most time. Because I can't stand loading screens. I don't want to have to wait between loading screens to do stuff. So I don't really go to the comments. I don't. Ever since I made this renovation, I don't go to the comments. I really want to build like a Sim student condo type thing. Like I want to knock down the freestanding student house buildings that they provided with the Sims 4 University and just like rebuild it completely. I have not done any building at Brightchester University, only at Foxbury Institute. And I think that's because I tend to build with a more modern style of building in the first place. So I figured let me stick to what I know, let me stick to what I like the best, and I'll do Brightchester later. I just like Foxbury better, okay? I'm officially a Foxbury student. I like their campus better. I just looks more aesthetically pleasing to my eyes. Moving on, there are, I believe, 2 rooms in this build that have 3 beds, and then the rest of the rooms only have 2 beds. So some rooms are a little more populated than others. You might get a room with 2 other Sims, or you can take a room with 1 other Sim. I know that some of you are probably like, why didn't you make at least 1 single room? Well, again, I really wanted this build to be as realistic to a dorm as possible. There really are no single rooms in dorms, in at least where I'm from, unless you're living in an apartment style dorm. And apartment style dorms actually have like, it's a mini kitchenette and then like 4 bedrooms and a bathroom, and that's it. Like it's not, I don't know. I guess it is similar to a regular dorm. Anyway, moving on. I am right now just putting in the finishing touches. So this build is actually coming to an end. I am surprised that I made it through this entire voiceover. Let me know if you guys like the video. Let me know if you want me to do more voiceovers in the future, if you want me to stick to adding music. I am definitely eager to know about that. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the walkthrough, which is coming up right after this. As always, happy simming, and see you next time!